Hi, this is Rat and Cat, where we search for those who've gone missing so others can learn how to survive. I'm Nakia. This is a 360 video, so you can pan and tilt with your phone, or you can pan with your finger as well and look any direction you want it to look. I was headed up into the woods today just to get out and have some space to myself, and was headed through Stevenson, Washington here, and there's an emergency services promotional day. I can't remember what it's called, but I knew there was going to be an event and Wind River Search and Rescue would have a booth here. But I wasn't going to volunteer, but I thought I'd just stop by and say hi. Anyhow, I forgot there was a ropes training afterwards, so I am going to stop in there and do that real quick and then head up to the mountains for a little bit, hopefully before sunset, and see what I can see. I should clarify, I'm headed up towards Indian Heaven, the north end where Austin Oldfield went missing, and I want to stop by and see where Sitzwitz was. I think most of the snow is gone now, but I want to check it out. I don't have a team together or other people to search the lava beds by myself. Where that, like I've said before, that's basically the equivalent of going across a glacier where you don't want to be by yourself in case you go down a hole. Anyhow, I want to check that out, and I was talking with Austin Oldfield's mother this morning on the phone, and I decided to go up there instead of someplace else I was going to go, just to check it out. Ropes training is taking place actually over by the fairgrounds. First, somebody was saying it was near here, but I'm going to go get loaded back up and head on over there.
What are we doing? I have no idea.
Find out where everybody's at. You know ropes.
Yes.
You know ropes. Some. A little bit.
Nope.
Perfect.
But I don't do it often enough.
Okay.
I'm not experienced enough for you to tell me, set up a haul line, and I'm going to go, after think about it, figure it out. It's not
Right.
look in his manual type thing.
So this class is actually a self-propel, self-rescue class, which is basically how to get yourself out of trouble. A lot of times if you go on a search and you're looking for somebody in the forage area, they will bring you in and put you up on top of that ridge over there, and you're working your way down that ridge. You work your way down the hill, and you'll come across spots where you need to have a handheld, you're going to have to propel. But basically, you're working your way from the top to the bottom. So, and that's what this class basically does. So, figure eight on a bite, inline figure eight, water knot, butterfly. You guys good with those?
I'd have to double check the butterfly with the rest I've got.
Okay.
We shouldn't use it all that much.
No,
not really.
You tell me the other stuff. We had a bunch of practice ropes. You're good with a figure eight?
I'm not good with knots at all.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, in that case, there is a list.
Download the CNC Pro app.
Yeah.
It's free, and it literally has step-by-step for every single knot you'll ever want.
So the main knot you'll use for this is a figure eight, and it's all going to be, we'll get it tied up there for you.
I'm the rope Nazi, so I'll
Cool. Inline figure eight. A lot of people have problems with, and I don't have a problem as long as I do it that one way.
It's a directional knot, is what's nice about the inline figure eight, but
So
it's a left-handed, right-handed.
yeah, that's going that way. And my thing for that is I throw it uphill. So if I want the knot on that side, I throw it uphill and then come underneath, grab it. go around it. And the way to tell if you've done it right is all three of those pieces are coming out the same loop, then that's correct.
When
I
I
don't remember how to do it wrong to get it the other way, but if you have, all of them should be coming out the same spot, and then it's done correctly.
Most people, when they get it wrong, it's that last time through. They don't do that last one through, and then you get it looking wrong.
Yeah. Then the figure 8 is,
Butterfly.
oh, I'm sorry, butterfly, thank you. Basically, you go around your hand 3 times. The bottom one goes to the top, the middle one goes to the top, and then through the rest of it. And then you have to adjust for your length. That's a butterfly knot. And that one is like the figure 9 in line, but it's not directional. So it can be used either way.
So that's what's used when you're on snowfields and everybody's tying in to have a spot to tie.
Yeah, to tie into the rope. We use it at, have to visualize for a second here, figure 8 down to a inline 8 to a butterfly. So we use a butterfly as at the patient's harness.
All right, so we just went through knots and some of the basics. We're headed up this slope. There's a rocky little cliff down by the road just here in Stevenson, Washington. And
I think the
Use
list
the
of
orange one.
stuff that you guys that we have to get, I already have. I'm pretty sure all of it. I just bought a new GPS too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Which one did you end up with?
Garmin.
Have Nikia try. He's never done it.
Figure 8.
Great.
It's colored screen.
So let's start with the.
Oh, wait,
Let's start with it on a bike. So that's gonna be the easiest.
I don't know what mine is.
so you go
Is it
through
kind of
both
more
ends.
like a cell
Can you
phone
give it
loop?
a long loop?
Does it matter which way?
No. You tie the knot first on your hand.
Okay.
Here, I'll show it to you. And then
Okay,
you can
go.
do it. Sorry, because this is thick rope. Just gonna need a lot.
So on the call, if you guys have a
Through the 8,
like who's the
and you want to make
rest
sure
of
that
the
it
roadway,
lays
who does like
nice
things
and
on
flat
top, they have to go down.
when you're.
Yes.
So this is a one-handed system. If you clip in here, it becomes a two-handed system.
Okay. So that's that, and I'm just going to be.
Your hand is going to be on this knot, and
Okay.
you can basically, if you pull down on this knot, you're going to go down. If you let go of that knot,
It stops.
it's yeah. If you let go of the knot, it's going to pull up till it breaks and stop. Make sense?
That's cool. I haven't done this stuff before. And so if it's a two-handed system, it's going to be here.
For two-handed, it's clipped in here, and then your Prusix goes above.
Okay, and that's called just a regular.
That's a standard. rappel.
Standard.
This is a
and
tactical.
this is a tactical.
Yes.
Okay.
And on the
Prusix.
standard
Makes sense?
rappel, you also still have a brake. You're using these as a brake, but it's not. This is
an auto
this,
brake.
if you let go of it, you're toast. This you can let go and you're still.
And you can also, with these, I mean, you can come around in front and over and tie off. You can also, if you had to, for whatever reason, do, say, a pick-off as a rescue or controlled descent, you can double this, bring this around another time. It would come over. You obviously have to remove this. So it actually has 2 wraps. It's hard to do on these smaller ones, but you can get 2 wraps through here, and that increases your friction.
Okay.
So it makes it easier to go with heavier weight. So if you're going to descend with, so at 220 pounds, I can do a descent like that. If I'm going to descend, if I was to get up to the 300 plus pound range of descent, I'd probably double it, just to increase your friction.
What is this not called?
That's a Prusix.
Press a hitch. Assembled with a fisherman's knot.
Knots are my weakness. All right.
So, clarification, this is like towards the ground.
That's tied to here.
Okay, so this is tied up here. That's going down to the ground.
Yeah.
And then
You're gonna be on
he
here,
slides that
sliding
down.
this down.
So the
Not
tension
on
is
the
all
rope,
right
you're gonna be
here.
on here. Yeah.
Right, the tension's all right here. So then he slides that down, and this automatically loosens up.
So load the rope. Watch yourself. Hey, loosen. You need to pull this rope back. All right, rest you're on the rope. That's what I was talking about. You're better off, use your weight. You can kind of step down there, and then you're going to want to start your lockout.
Okay, yeah, this is...
And sit tight
You're going to
in the
go that
harness.
way.
Lean back. Use your feet up in front of you.
Comfortable?
Yeah, it's okay to hold here too?
Yeah, you're not going to hurt anything holding there.
Yeah, this is tricky. I'm not used to this, Smith. Yeah. So I'm going down the dirty face here or the
Come
rock
down,
face?
yeah, come down to your right.
Okay.
You can kind of see just this side of the rock,
Uh-huh.
and then you're going to kind of go down that slope right there. And now, hey, hold up. This rope is going to slide, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of help you over. Okay, there you go. Because it's going to slide a little bit, so keep that in mind. You're probably going to have your rope slide, which is going to feel like a bit of a drop.
Okay.
So don't scream too much.
Thank
To your right. Sit into it. Okay, let go for a second. Feel how that holds you?
Yeah.
Comfortable, nice set.
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure you stay locked out like that. A nice 90 is
Uh-huh.
where you're going to be the most comfortable. There you go.
Oh, it's a... Okay.
Sit down and lean. There you go. Lean over the edge. Easy peasy.
That's different. I haven't done this and with all the cruddy rock here.
Yep.
I've never been on just unclean rock like that. Well, that was an interesting rappel. I've actually rappelled quite a bit, but I have to say I really need to work on my knots. I've been with other people who knew a lot more than me, and this is what I've been wanting to do for years, is force myself to learn the knots that I should have always known better. But the tactical rappel, I've never done that before. That's pretty, it's great because it's just so safe. If you fall, it catches you. And if you just let go, you can just hang there. But this piece too, whenever I've gone rappelling or in a cave or on a cliff, I've always been really careful to stay away from rock and make sure that there's, or loose rock, and make sure it's cleaned. This route is so dirty. It's really short, but it's super dirty and has a lot of different angles and ledges. So there's stuff falling on you, which, like Don was just saying, that's how it's going to be when you're in a rescue. It's going to be just potentially a mess, and usually somewhat of a mess. So really different experience for me. A lot of fun.
Okay. So Helga, I'm going to stop you in just a minute.
Okay.
Go ahead. Okay, stop there. Actually, now you look pretty good. Try. Come down. Up top, if you were like that, and you were up top, you would have had a lot of food to have you were still,
Was I upright?
yeah, still a little bit up.
It's hard to feel sometimes.
I know. And it's not, it's really not.
And something I noticed too, if I'm watching the reference, it's easier. If I'm looking to see where I'm going, it's popping me up.
It's a lot faster with that. He just wants you to sit back. What's up? Yeah.
So you're going right down the face this time?
That rock over there. Coming down. Rock. Helga, one thing on your pressing cam, you fold the pressing, you're trying to let the rope slide through like you're sliding it through your cam. You get a little smoother ride out of it. And this is where you gotta lean way back. And if you go wide with your feet, there you go, a little wider than you.
She's going off the tip.
Yeah.
That looks like fun.
There you go.
Did you do that too? Oh, we're going to. Oh. Oh, okay. Missed that part.
And you should be good to go. Looks good to me.
Thank you. No, it just seems like there's way more tension there than there. That's the same one we used before. Rock. Gonna straddle it.
Yep. So 1 foot on either side of the gap, and then you kind of put back into your harness.
Like this gap right here?
No, the one right behind you.
Okay.
Straight back.
This has been a really great ropes exercise. It's been a while since I've repaired. I've rappelled. I've rappelled every few years. I do something, but it's really embarrassing to admit this, especially on camera, to the world, that I just don't have a good handle on my knots. and I really need to work on that. It's a great life skill, and especially for this application. Again, it's fascinating working on varied surfaces.
What's the best route? Just kind of
varied
right between these
angled
trees?
and dirt and loose rock, dirt clods. Very dangerous. There's a reason why you usually only rock climb on really clean surfaces, because that stuff can fall down on you and injure yourself or somebody else. So, you don't want to. It's good to practice for this SAR training, but I definitely don't want to be on that a lot. Although I do really want the opportunity to train more like this, because it's a lot of fun and just an amazing life skill, especially for search and rescue. Really interesting too, using that climbing technique, the tactical climbing or rappelling technique, where you've got the pressic knots for braking. I've never done that before. It was a really unique experience, and interesting that you can control that a little bit from the bottom, what's happening with the person. If they just freak out and freeze up when they're rappelling, the person below can just pull the rope taut, and it will stop them from falling. It'll break. So redundancy, it's kind of like idiot proof in a way. I was going to say that it's rappelling for idiots, but it's not. It's a lot smarter way to do it, more technical way to rappel. But it's kind of gives you a lot of checks and balances, safety checks there. So anyhow, I'm really looking forward to more training. I was going to miss this on accident today. I forgot it was today and happened across it, and I'm really glad I did.